Good day, beauties. What's up? We're going to get a card. And I have a special little delight for you. Charms. I'm going to throw some charms. We're going to divinate, if that's how you would say it. Do the divination thing with the charms. So let's get into it, shall we? Welcome to your message. It's going to find you exactly at the right timing. Okay? This is timeless. And it's finding you likely for a reason. Like it's like that moment. You're like, yo, give me a message. And you know what? Most of all, you're going to get that activation energy, that like oomph, that zest. We all about the going for it and finding ways to like follow our intuition around here. So, I go. Let's see what is showing itself. Trying to speak into the mic here. Okay. First thing jumping out, not that you can see them, is this guy. I like it. It's a clock. And I would say it's pointed at, I don't know which hand is shorter there. 910. There you go. 910. Maybe that is significant for you. Some of those numbers. And maybe time, maybe divine timing. I like to say that. And then going right to the diamond. So sometimes the best things come to those who wait, kind of a thing. So that's a little message from the symbols there. Don't force it. You know, the next one I want to go to is this anchor. So that could be a symbol for someone. And, get grounded. Get really intentional. The anchor also is one of hope, right? It has that kind of symbol of hope. So maybe brighter skies ahead. Let's see what tarot has to say. That was fun, right? Let me know. Let me know what you think of the symbols. Charms. I'm going to get more of them, so it's a little more exciting. But this is a new deck. I really like it. Let's see what it has to say. Card of the day. What do you need to know right now? What's up? What you talking? Just gonna live shuffle, see what comes out. These cups are upside down so far. Ooh, okay. Followed by a Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. The Nine of Swords is so typical of the inner critic going around in your head, maybe having headaches, sleepless nights, not being comfortable, pain in the neck kind of thing, right? And it's very much about just really being in the head and the going around about whatever is going on. And preceding that, we have two upside down major cups. So maybe it's time for a big release, or maybe, it really points at that type of situation where your feelings are really triggering some dark thoughts, the inner critic. So maybe you're butthurt about something. So then you sit and you go, why am I such a POS? Like, why do I do that? And, I get that pattern a lot, actually. I totally understand it. I totally resonate. But you know what's on the bottom? I like this. We got some Six of Pentacles on the bottom and some Ten of Wands. Oh, you know what it gives? You know what this is giving, you guys? Depleted energy. Really depleted energy. So if you're feeling depleted and like you're giving, and you're putting it all out there. Okay, hold on. Show me more. Yeah, what are you feeding yourself? Really coming to mind? Oh, what's this? Yeah. What is the perspective you're taking is really what they're bringing me back here to. All about perspective in this. Which, the bright side about that, you guys, if it's just perspective, then we're just stabbing our own selves in the head, right? It means we have a say in that. We have a say if it's just perspective. There's nothing actually wrong with us. And, that POS feeling, that Nine of Swords then coming out there, that is just, us taking that perspective. Yeah, having to fight for it. Having to work so hard. Ooh, interesting. And now we got the Three of Swords in reverse. Okay, let me just grab a little oracle card here. Yeah, definitely some tough cards in this. It's not the worst or anything, but a bit of a struggle bus. But there is something hopeful about it. I'm just remembering that anchor. And it's kind of like it's not that heavy, like it's like annoying. But it's not the worst. So let's just see here. So maybe it's just kind of showing us that it all starts with perspective, right? How you feel about it, kind of that perspective you take, and then the thoughts go from there. And release in that heart space. So it feels like they're just saying, if you think that you always have to put it all out there and really work really hard and give, it can be very draining, and it can cause you to create ideas about yourself that are not necessarily getting you where you want to go. And perhaps it comes back to, this grief card. Oh, totally. Heart space, victim, both coming out, and completion, victim with completion. So it's like there's this need to really wrap this up for you. You want to finish this. You want to be done with this. And this card here being a big piece of it. So it could literally be grief over the loss of a pet even, right? That can really hit us. It could literally be grief of, just emotional release over many things. And they're showing me connections throughout like many times, so there's a familiar feeling in your body right now that is all about. So if you tune into your body right now, take a breath, maybe just, take that breath, really connect to your physical body. And it's about letting go of this cycle, this familiar energy. So you may have emotions trapped in different spaces and places within your body, and that's okay. You can talk to your body, right? Do some meditation perhaps today, some breath work. I'm about to go jump in some cold water first thing in the morning to do this very thing, really connect. I resonate with this. And letting go of those old energies that we store within of these different things have gone through over and over in our lives. And for you, it's resulted in over exerting, over giving, the perspective of being drained, and also that habit of like being drained and then making it cause you to think in a certain way about maybe who you are and your situation in life, and the victimhood. And the other card coming out with that, not seeing clearly the beauty of who we are while we're in it. And it's like, once you're dead, you'll look back and see, yeah, I was an amazing human. But they're sort of offering, you could see that now. You could see that now. If you could let go of the grief, if you could get into your heart, if you could be less ruminating in the mind and thinking, and move into the heart. And what's in the heart right now is some grief, is some release that needs to be seen, is some victim, is some, this sucks, that sucked, this happened. Again, on this card in particular, they are showing, the loss of her best friend there. So really looking at this familiar feeling, potentially grief, victimhood. There's death in that card as well. So the loss. Oh, and workaholic at the bottom, totally. And feeling like you have to um, work at it but never get anywhere. And in this card, this workaholic, he paints and paints and paints and paints and paints these pictures. He's this bluebird and he's this amazing artist and he keeps painting and painting and painting. But you know what he does? He never puts the paintings in a show because he just knows they're never going to be good enough. And so he's this workaholic and he's just addicted to the work, but he's never given himself the joy of completion, of sharing it, of doing it. So I think you're ready for that. And I think that that's ultimately what's trapping you in your mind and sticking you in this little like place of emotional and mental disease, disrest, like, unfulfilled, because you're just working at it. You're just working at it. And look at this 10 of Wands. Whenever I see this 10 of Wands, I just think about like he's going up the stairs in rubber boots. Like it's hard to walk up the stairs in rubber boots. Have you ever done that? It's annoying. Like walking in sand or upstairs in rubber boots is annoying. And he's holding all of his creative abilities and everything in front of his face. So he can't even really see where he's going. So he's like making it really hard. And he's hiding behind it. And he's just perpetually, oh my God, it's not rubber boots. It's shoes and socks now that I look at it up close. But the stairs are cracked. You know what I'm saying? It's just, he can't see. He can't see with all those fucking branches in his way. And he's hiding. Just like the guy, the workaholic here, hiding with his paints, hiding with his creativity, hiding with his beingness, and just making it harder than it needs to be. I just can't get away from that. Harder than it needs to be. It's kind of like this guy. Like if you look at this guy, it's like he says to the universe, he's like, I want it to be easy and fun. And then he puts on his most uncomfortable suit and grabs his like battle gear and says, all right, where are we going to fight? It just don't make sense. Like if you ask the universe to go to the beach, then grab your fucking umbrella and bathing suit. I don't know. I don't know. There is so much to share, and maybe that urge to share is what's there, but the perspective of victim, of pain, of sorrow that is in the heart. We've got the 3 of Swords. The ideas, stabbing you in the heart. It's like you got to get in that heart space and do this release that grief. Kind of cool. Okay, let's grab an angel card to wrap this up. Because, like, where are we going with this? Hopefully you guys, are getting something out of it. Ooh, romance, new love, and dreams. Ooh, how fun. How fun. Ever hopeful, those angels, aren't they? Let's throw it right out there. So I love that. Romance, new love. I mean, that could literally be, so if you're not in a relationship right now, that definitely points at, that being a thing for you. Or if you're in a relationship, maybe deepening of that, experiencing new love, the dream space coming here, throwing it in. So maybe you have dreamt of this person, or maybe you've had dreams and ideas of how you want to see your relationship go. Maybe those are coming to fruition. The angels are listening basically with that dreams card, and they're speaking to you in your dreams. So maybe you're a person who, with this 9 of Swords, maybe you are a person who experiences a lot of information in their sleep, and that can kind of affect your sleep and may leave you drained. So I will throw that out there as well. Maybe there's something you can look at there. One thing that can be helpful in those situations is a dream journal. So immediately waking up and writing down the evening. And as you get into these habits of doing that, your body can work with it better and your sleep gets better over time. So it might not be immediate, or it might be immediate. Maybe you need to dump and it's going to help. Or before going to bed, setting some intentions in a dream journal, talking to your guides and letting them know you need to get better sleep at night. And like, this isn't really working, this situation. You want to change that if you need to. So things like that, really working with it, waking up in the middle of the night and writing down the dreams so you can go right back to sleep. There are different ways to look at that. So you could kind of Google that and see what's good for you. Answered prayers and trust are also here at the bottom for us, with soulmate too. So I love that. It all seems to be pointing at that, like what you've been asking for is here. So some trust in it. With that Knight of Pentacles there, it's like everything is moving for you in the right direction. It may not show up exactly as you expected, but if you can focus on fulfillment of self, this kind of generation, getting this Ace of Cups flipped around, right? Really feeling connected to source, to your magnetism, to your creation, to your zest for life. Falling in love even deeper with yourself is always great advice. I just love that. But trust that the angels hear you and that, everything can work out for you. Moving these thoughts away from victimhood, which is only there because you have this grief in your heart. Okay? It's okay. But moving away from that and recognizing what you really have to offer and how amazing you are, seeing that, and that real completion vibe. So going back to how they were saying, like in the body, feeling this energy that you've carried through your whole life and possibly other lifetimes, who knows? Feeling that, asking your body where that is and really doing that release so you can complete this and move forward. Yeah. I just see these guys and I just think, this isn't the vibe. Have boundaries though. Maybe that's part of what they're showing us here. Have boundaries, but don't be so rigid that it blocks you from going for the things that you want. Some flexibility, but not wobbly boundaries. Ooh, it's a real, almost a fine line there, right? You want to have some flexibility in this life to create, but boundaries themselves are a whole different, they're like the foundation, things you can ground into, the support and the trust that's there for you no matter what, right? So it's important. So have a look at that. Okay, let's get you a crystal to take away with this. Where did I put my crystal deck? Right here. Okay, here it is. Ooh, I love that. Nine of Cups. Oh, and I love that they're using like butterflies in there. And I don't know how to say this crystal, but I will put a picture. I'll hold it up here. Hopefully you can see that. Is it focusing? Anyway, let me just grab the book and see. So the soft purple colors that I see in there, the transformation with the butterfly, again, that feels really like that completion vibe and moving forward and metamorphosis, like transforming this. Abundance ahead. I am making a heartfelt wish. Ooh. I follow my bliss. Pale pink lilac kunzite. 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 It's a beautiful, positive, soft, and loving stone that has the energy of candy, floss, daydreams on a hazy summer day. They help you realize your full potential. It has a magical ability to convince you on a deep level that your dreams can come true and you can do anything you put your mind to. Well, that makes a lot of freaking sense. And I'm really glad they had me read this book, because at this hour in the morning before I've had full sips of coffee, I cannot say it as eloquently as that, because that is exactly the fucking vibe I was getting. It's like your butt hurt because nothing's working out and they're trying to tell you that you can let go of that. Cry that the fuck out because it is working out for you. It's just gonna take a sec. And you forcing it, thinking it's not gonna work out for you is actually the only problem. It's actually the only problem. And that's why I was saying it didn't feel heavy, like, oh, there's big heaviness on your shoulder. We're not pulling a bunch of major arcana cards here. This is like go and dust your shoulder off. Like, you're ready. It's done. This is done. You're done with this. Poo poo. Anyway, I really like how they said that. And in here they want to just predict that it could literally indicate a 9-day time span. So let's set our freaking clocks. I want to know in 9 days what happens. Let me know in the comments. You come back here in 9 days. You better. Just kidding. I will too. 9 days. What's going to happen? Ooh, imagine if it actually was 9 days. I don't know. This card is like a cosmic path to make a dream come true, to manifest your heart's desire, and to achieve an ambitious goal that you have long sought after. And I think that's why they're pointing at those first 3 cards, the Queen of Cups, which I'm going to grab right now and show you, because how come I'm the only one who gets this visual beauty? You know what I'm saying? We're going to grab this up here. And that's why they're pointing at this, because it's a dream, right? Something on your heart that you really, really want. But you're crying about the fact you're not going to have it. And that's already dictating how you feel about life and the things that you're doing, right? The depletion, the lack of fulfillment. Look at these cards. I want to flip these bitches right upside down and say bye-bye to that one, right? That's what we want. That's what we want. She's a good time. She's a good freaking time. The fact that she's a drama queen is actually a bonus, okay? It's just when she's living more like the drama queen, she's kind of a pain in the ass. And I can say this because I think I'm kind of like that. But I've learned emotional maturity and alchemy and all those things. And I highly recommend it's work worth doing. Because that's what you're going to let go of in your heart. And things are going to start to flood in, maybe in 9 days. But yeah, wishes. Let's have those wishes come true because we let go. See all those butterflies being let go? She let go. She let go. So cover yourself in the softness. Like, I'm in this cozy sweater that I cut to perfection, and it's soft against my skin, and it just feels amazing. What a great way to start the day. And I'm able to plunge myself in cold water, another sensation for my body to connect me. And it's out in nature in the most very foresty place, and it's just amazing. So these are the things you want to do, right? Well, in your way, obviously, not what I'm doing, but in your way of this soft sensuousness, love on yourself, and let your heart be free. Okay? Be free. Complete this. Okay. Anything else? Anything else? Do we feel complete? Is that where we're going to leave the message? I hope you're able to receive some great energy from this, from the words, from the energy. I hope that you take away the idea of maybe stopping and taking a breath and connecting with your body and seeing where maybe some of that energy has been stored for years, different experiences that have led you to this thinking and feeling within yourself and this lack of allowing yourself to have that fulfillment and everything that you want. And I'm excited for you because, hey, maybe 9 days from now, your wish is going to be fulfilled and you're really going to see the divine beauty this life has to offer. Okay, let's go be this girl upright, okay? How are you going to embody some Queen of Cups bucket energy today? Okay, let me know. Let me know below. Okay, see you later. Bye.